Today it's Arkansas Derby Day. I'm out at Gulfstream. I'm in the Silks Simulcast Center where I'm playing 6 different tracks. The first bet of the day was the opener, Keeneland. Everybody liked the 2-time starter, 6 Inheritance, who went off at 4-5. Instead, I like number 1, Dream Dance, who just runs second in the Fairground Oaks, a grade 2 event. She was near the back, made her move on the turn.
The quarter pole put the blame on me, leading Inheritance right there, and Dream Dance, who's still back in the 4th position, 6 lengths off the lead to the top of the short stretch, and Put the Blame on Me opens up on a 3-length lead. Right there is in second, Inheritance 3rd, Dream Dance wide in 4th, and trying desperately to chase down Put the Blame on Me right there now, takes aim on the leader. Dream Dance needs to find more and find it quickly. Right there, trying to reel in, Put the Blame on Me. Now, Dream Dance. It's over. Dream Dance gets up for Brian Hernandez.
Double the bet, $25 on the first winner this Saturday. Last weekend was opening weekend at Woodbine. They have a synthetic main track, but they have a new surface this year, Tapeta. And all the reports were, I bet a couple races there, that it played to speed. So in the second today, number 3, Omar, looked easily the quickest under Emma Jane Wilson, right to the front.
Hotly contested early on with Omar showing the way. Executive 5 follows from second. Close up in third is Northern Hammer. 3-length gap to Masquerade Party, Colleen Sailor, and Dee's Perfect Soul. Opening fraction 22 and 2. That is Omar, still the one to track down. Executive 5 has come with a run, but now starts to flail. On the outside, Northern Hammer. Omar is still there in front. Northern Hammer not doing enough. Late charge by Colleen Sailor, but Omar. When you're this good, you only need one name. Omar taking them from coast to coast. Omar to prevail in the second. Finishing second, Colleen.
Second winner of the day, got back nearly $20. The third at Keeneland was a 1-mile maiden special weight, and number 5, Karina, just looked much the best on paper. Last time out had been a best of the rest, second to a horse that's running in a grade 3 later this weekend, and was ahead of the showrunner, who was 16 clear of the rest of the field. I knew it wouldn't make any money. 1-5 at post time under a stranglehold, under a 21-4 opening quarter. Paco Lopez let her go at the top of the stretch.
Trying to catch the favorite, Karina, who comes to the quarter pole, leading Jularette by a length and a half. Her love for Pappy has dropped back. Grace's Treasure goes to 3rd. Hilarious Brown is in 4th, a long way from the lead, though, of Karina. Jularette tries to take aim and come after Karina, moving by the 8th pole. Grace's Treasure, and then Hilarious Brown and Debbie Doro. But Karina, looking every part the favorite at the 16th pole, just opens up with every stride. And Karina to win it convincingly for Paco Lopez. Jularette will hang on.
The bet on the 3rd win, Karina at Keeneland. The 4th at Aqueduct was a maiden special weight for 3-year-olds going 1 mile 1/16 on the turf, and Clutia figured to be the heavy favorite. I didn't like this filly though. She'd run down here and she was already an 0 for 4 maiden, and she was 6-5 last time here at Gulfstream and had absolutely nothing when they got into the stretch. So I went with Chad Brown's first-time starter, number 6, Call Provision. As they broke out of the gate, however, Call Provision broke slowly. Clutia was unopposed on the lead, and as they hit the far turn, Clutia looked to be long gone at 4-5. Then Jose Ortiz asked Call Provision to start running, and here she came.
Getting a bit closer now is Call Provision, who's drawn within 6 lengths of the lead and is making progress with an inside trip as Clutia takes them toward the top of the stretch in front, 3/4, 112 3. Clutia turns for home on the lead. Pinnacle Mountain to the outside is second. 2 down, 1 to go is third. Call Provision has moved up into 4th. Clutia trying to get another furlong. Pinnacle Mountain trying to come and get Clutia. Clutia length, Pinnacle Mountain. Here comes Call Provision. Oh, look at Call Provision fly down the center of the course and go by and win.
Doubled the bet. Nice, got back over $30. Woo, that's good. The 5th at Oaklawn was a 9 winners of 2 allowance. It looked to be wide open to me. I came across number 6, Raghib. Raghib, if you drew a line through the turf experiment 2 races back, and then you looked at all the other races, she'd never run a bad race. Last time out, she went off at 5-2 and just stopped. I just thought, she can't be that bad. I knew she'd be a fair price today. She was 5-1 in the program, 8-1 as they headed to the post. And as they hit the far turn, she was 10-1. She's still in mid-pack. Then Joe Rocco asked her to run, split horses.
Turn 49-3 for the opening half mile. So the second quarter was a cozy 25 seconds. Holiday Man's had everything his own way. Woodman's Luck is now asked to do a little work from second. From third, it's Taposphere. Then 4th of July, Mallard's Bro picks up from last now. He's 4 wide and coming on as they turn for home. 3 quarters, 114 flat, and they're into the stretch. Holiday Man has something in reserve. Woodman's Luck set down driving, and Raghib is coming off cover to track down the leader inside the final furlong. Holiday Man still there. Raghib with good-looking strides on the outside, trying to get to Holiday Man, who digs deep. Holiday Man just in front. Raghib moving to him. Raghib's got him. Raghib wins.
Oh yeah, 10-1, paid $22.60, get back over $50. Woo-wee. The 6th at Woodbine was a non-winners one allowance, going 5.5 furlongs over the Tapeta surface. And Mark Casse, when he sends out a Conquest Stables horse, it's a 40% club play. And today he sent out number 4, Conquest Cavalry. Looked to be the favorite today, but man, this guy had burned a lot of money last year. Went 0 for 4 till he finally broke his maiden, and then he ran in a stakes race, but he'd been off for quite some time. Still, with the 40% club play, looked much the best, and he was Jim Bannon's best bet of the day. Duel to the top of the stretch.
Feeling groovy. The opening fraction was 22-3, and it's still Conquest Cavalry and Moondoggie throwing it down up front. Songs and Laughter's under a heavy ride, but he is responding to the outside. Get Her Done Bud in for 4th, and Mr. Nada there at 5th. They swing down the stretch, and it is Conquest Cavalry, but he's tired. Songs and Laughter are going to try to pick him off. Moondoggie's still there. Conquest Cavalry, he is coming through, and Conquest Cavalry, he battled throughout. He earned this victory. Conquest Cavalry, impressive to win race 6. Conquest Cavalry by 4.
Triple the bet. Win number 6 today. The 7th at Aqueduct was their feature. It was a mile on the turf for older fillies and mares. It was the Plenty of Grace Stakes. I like number 10, Mrs. McDougal. I'd seen her break her maiden at first asking here at Gulfstream in the winter of 2014, and I was ultra impressed. She went on in her 3-year-old season to win the Grade 2 Lake Placid, and had been in many stakes races and was stakes placed in several of them. Today she was coming back off the layoff for Chad Brown. She just looked tons the best to me. Went off at even money. She was stalking the 2 long shot leaders into the turn, just waiting to run. Jose Ortiz said, "Let's go," and off she went.
Behind him is Mahjong Madness, and then comes Strike Charmer on the outside. They're into the stretch. Means Well on the inside. Harpin Halo. Mrs. McDougal comes up to them under a hand ride, and she goes on by. It is Mrs. McDougal to the front as Strike Charmer finds his seam late, takes second. Means Well back to third, then Mahjong Madness and Selenite, followed by Miss Atomic Bomb. It is going to be Mrs. McDougal to win the Plenty of Grace over Strike Charmer.
First stakes winner of the day, Mrs. McDougal and the Plenty of Grace. Triple the bet. The 10th at Keeneland was the featured Grade 1 Jenny Wiley, and it was my bet of the day. The star attraction was number 8, Tepin, Breeders' Cup champion, who was a perfect 2 for 2 over the course. She's just been electrifying in her 2 starts so far at Tampa, and she looked just tons the best here. Her speed figures all towered over her rivals, and I thought she had a pace advantage. She could either set the pace, or if a long shot wanted it, she could sit off the pace. And that's exactly what Julian Leparoux did. Waited to the far turn, and when he said go, man, she took off.
23-1 at the quarter, 46 4/5 seconds for the opening half mile. And she's not here. It's the lead away from Illuminance by a length and a half. Tepin third up on the outside, challenging now for second. Tiger Ride, far outside, is in 4th. Akatia 5th between horses. Here's Tepin taking over the second position, still 2 lengths off the leader, and she's not here at 61-1. Leading favorite Tepin off the far turn with a quarter mile to come. And Julian Leperoux gently coaxing Tepin toward the leader as they come toward the 8th pole. Then Illuminate, followed by Tiger Ride. Wakila is running late from the outside. Tepin up through the gearbox now into the final furlong. Chased by Wakila, but 6 lengths between them. Nothing like turning the Keeneland lawn into your personal playground. It is all Tepin to win the Coolmore, Jenny Wiley.
Tepin, the bet of the day, 100 to win. Woo-hoo.
On Tampa Bay Derby Day, one of my wins came with Todd Pletcher's Decorated Soldier in a maiden race. He debuted at Saratoga, was fractious at the gate, and then stumbled out of the gate, was still 4th. Boy, he looked sharp. He looked like a star in the making at Tampa. Well, Pletcher sends him from Tampa to Oaklawn to run in the Northern Spur today, and he's my best bet to win in that race. Decorated Soldier in the Northern Spur.
Big Red Rocket by a neck. Z-Royal is there second on the outside. Madtap is third, 4 wide. Decorated Soldier begins to stoke the fire. From behind the speed, Major League has no place to go. Tisdale has asked for his best, but he's not offering much. Unexplained runs by him, and they run to the top of the stretch. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. They're into the short stretch now. Decorated Soldier, 3 wide for the lead. Big Red Rocket fights back from second. Major League is off cover, and Unexplained is down the outside. Decorated Soldier has the lead. Unexplained making a late say on the outside. Decorated Soldier, Big Red Rocket, it's going to be Decorated Soldier.
Decorated Soldier tripled the bet, paid $860, get back over $60. My 9th win and 3rd stakes win of the day. Woohoo!
The 9th at Oaklawn is the Oaklawn Handicap, and I like FNX. After a strong effort to be second behind American Pharaoh in the Breeders' Cup Classic, he came back to win the Clark Handicap. I think it speaks volumes that Mike Smith flies in from California to ride this guy, and I think he avenges his defeat last time out in the Big Cap at Santa Anita. FNX in the Grade 2 Oaklawn Handicap.
Blofeld, 3rd and 4th, a length in front of Point Piper. Financial modeling put between horses. 3 wide is Domain Trap, and Upstart, the Razorback winner, is now last of the 8 as they run around the 4 turn. They move now with the leader, FNX on the outside to put ahead in front. Back to second is Melatonin. Carve is 3rd. Blofeld, still no place to go from 4th. Now on the outside, Upstart is asked to do some work, but he's covering a lot of ground. They run to the top of the stretch, and Mike Smith sitting very confidently on FNX. He turns for the money after 3 quarters in 112 flat. Melatonin, the Big Cap winner, fights back toward the inside, and these two are shoulder to shoulder with an 1/8 of a mile to go. But FNX is still very confidently ridden. He's given a crack of the crop by Mike Smith, and he moves away. Back to second is Melatonin, then Point Piper, but the Oaklawn Handicap to FNX.
It's been a great day out here. I've had so many wins today and multiple stakes wins, including my bet of the day on Tepin. Great day at the races.